Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be trying out a foundation that has already been out in the market for a couple of years now, but it is a popular foundation and I'm only just recently getting my hands on it. So yeah, we're just going to get right into it. Before we do that, if you are new here, then I just want to welcome you. If you are not already subscribed, be sure to click that subscribe button down below, and of course do give this video a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. So as you can tell by the title, the foundation that I'll be trying out today is the GIORGIO Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is by Armani Beauty, and this foundation, although it's been out for a while, it's been such a popular product, but I gotta be honest, what's been holding me back from getting it is the price point. £43. I couldn't make myself buy a foundation for £43, so I decided to wait for Black Friday sales to come, and I got it for just over half of the price. Ain't nobody like me gonna be spending £43 on a foundation. I just couldn't do it. But yeah, anyways, let's just open up this box. So this is what it looks like. Very nice, sleek, luxurious look. And it also comes with a pump as well. I haven't swatched it, so I have absolutely no clue of what it looks like. The shade match was a little bit difficult to go for, but I just went onto the website and basically just had a browse, and I was fighting between shade 11 or shade 10, and I ended up going for 11 just because this came under the category of a warm undertone, and it looks like it had a golden undertone as well, so I decided to get this one. So I want to try this out today. As you can tell by the name, Luminous Silk Foundation. So the finish, I'm expecting it to be luminous silk. I don't really know what to expect with that because I don't think I've ever tried a foundation that claims to have a silk finish. I know it does apply a natural buildable coverage, so yeah, I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. I'm going to start off by priming my face as per usual using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. If you don't already know, this is my absolute favourite primer, and I pretty much use this all the time. So okay, so my face is nice and prepped. What I want to do is just swatch this on my chest because I do usually match my foundation to my chest, so it is a little bit runny and it does have a thin consistency. The swatch on my chest seems really good, so I'm actually glad I didn't go for the shade 10. It does have a weird scent though. I don't know how to describe the scent. Yeah, smells a little bit weird, don't really know how to describe it, but anyways, not really too sure what to expect, but I'm just going to quickly put New Caledonia around my mouth. Okay, ready, let's just go right in and blend this out using a beauty sponge as I usually do. Looks pretty good, definitely has a thin consistency. It feels really light on my skin. The scent is a little bit weird, I really don't know how to explain it. Oh, I really like how that's looking. Look at that. No foundation. It does also claim to blur out the skin as well, so let's see how good that does. I do feel like it's done a touch of blurring just in terms of this area because sometimes my skin is quite textured, and just having a look, especially in like the pores area, it does look really nice, smooth. Oh, it looks really good. I can't lie, I'm actually really liking this. Let me apply a little bit more. So this probably is like my 4th pump now. Oh, I can't get over the smell. It is slightly off-putting. Ever so slightly off-putting. But right now I have to be honest, I'm really liking the way it feels on my skin. It looks really good, feels really light. I feel like that's done a really good job. Just gonna see what the coverage is gonna be like on my forehead because that's where I still have very little of those blemish marks. So let's see what that does. Probably have gone in with obviously more than I needed to. I would say right now it's a medium coverage. I can see a little bit of my blemishes or dark marks coming through on my forehead, just very little, so I would say this provides a medium coverage. I don't know if it can be built to full coverage, but I'm not going to attempt it because I'm not really into like full coverage that much, or better yet, I just don't really need it. So this is what the foundation is looking like. Have to say I really do like the luminous finish that it is providing me. I didn't know what to expect when I saw it had a silk finish as well, because I've never really tried a foundation with a silk finish. Obviously I have applied it with a beauty sponge, so I'm not sure how it would wear with a brush, but I presume it would potentially give you like a bit more coverage with a brush. But I really like the way it's looking on my skin. I'm glad I didn't spend £43 on this, because girl, £43, what is that, like $60 or 50 something dollars? But £43 is a lot for me personally to spend on a foundation, and getting it on sale, I got it just over half of the price, so I'm a happy bunny right now. I'm gonna try and bring you guys in a little bit closer just so that you can analyze a little bit more this area, which is like my most textured part of my face. See my forehead too. So I'm going to quickly do the rest of my face off camera and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and this is what we're looking like. I've just done a little something to the face, nothing too special. I did set my face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder in honey, and I did obviously bronze. I didn't cream contour, just powder bronzer. I didn't want to do too much to alter the foundation, and of course I have highlighted as per usual. So I've pretty much done like my usual base, and I really like the way the foundation is looking at the moment. Again, earlier it did help with sort of smoothing out the skin. Obviously adding powder does enhance that smoothness, but the foundation already helped in that area. Again, I still think this foundation is very lightweight and it has a really thin consistency. I was expecting it to be a little bit more thicker, but I do want to see how this foundation holds out throughout the day. So I'm going to wear it for a couple of hours and just see how much oil comes through, if it breaks up in certain areas. Usually my smile lines is like the area that it tends to break up in a lot, because I do smile quite a lot, and under my eyes naturally do crease quite a bit as well, and also on my forehead. Sometimes I do get like wrinkles, so to speak, when I raise like my eyebrows. I'm not going to do that now, but those are the areas that I'm expecting to probably have a bit of creasing, but let's just see how well this foundation does. So I'm going to wear it for a couple of hours and then I will come back and see you guys very shortly. Okay guys, so I am back and this is what we are currently looking like. As you can see, my natural oils have started to come through and we are looking a little bit shiny. Obviously I do have two bright lights in front of me, so that does play a part as well. But I just want to bring you guys in a little bit closer just so we can analyze this a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, we are looking quite oily on the forehead and in this area as well, and these tend to be the normal areas that I get quite oily anyway. As I mentioned earlier, I do have combination skin, but recently I have been a little bit more on the dry side, but I would still classify myself as having combination skin. So obviously T-zones are the areas that I tend to get quite oily, and we do have a little bit of oil in this area here, and I would say a touch of shine on my chin as well. But for 6 hours, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, by the way, I have done a 6 hours wear test, only because I'm actually quite tired and I want to take my makeup off. Usually I would do probably about 8 to 10 hours because that's the amount of time I would usually wear my makeup, but today we're just doing it 6 hours. It's quarantine, we ain't going nowhere. 6 hours, okay? That's long enough. So yeah, so as you can see, shine on my forehead, smile lines. I actually expected it to be a little bit worse than what it is, because the smile lines, I do get quite a bit of crease in there. As I mentioned earlier, I do smile quite a lot. Yeah, all other areas I think looking pretty good. This area I did put highlights, so there's no shine there, and same here. So the most shiny, oiliest part of my face is just my forehead, this area here, and a little bit on my chin. But I wouldn't really classify it as looking oily, I would just say shiny, because it is a luminous foundation. So I think for the fact that it's a luminous foundation, it's done pretty good already. And also my natural oils have come through, so it's expected. But what I'm going to do is just reapply some powder. Not so much, just very little, to see what that will do. I'm not really someone that tops up my makeup throughout the day, but I know there's a lot of people that probably powder their face throughout the day if they get oily. I'm going to add a little bit of Laura Mercier's original shade translucent powder, literally just put in a little bit. I am tapping the excess off on the back of my hands, so it's thinning out the amount. It's not that much as it may look. So I'll start off with my chin first. let's try this area. Oh, that looks really good. There's no creasing, no separation. Smile lines are still there, but that's expected, as I mentioned before. It's done a pretty good job. And last but not least, the forehead. I didn't set my face as I usually do with a setting spray, but it's looking brand new. We look brand new, we look brand new. So all in all, I actually give this foundation a thumbs up. I like the consistency, I like the fact that it's a thin texture. So if you're one that goes in a little bit heavy with your concealers or powders, this foundation is a good one to work with in that area. But that shine has been sucked right up. 6 hours, and I think it's done a pretty good job. So I'm actually pretty happy with how this foundation looks. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already, and of course I hope that I will see you all in my next video. Bye.